On August 6th, I put out a tweet asking my followers if they would be interested in a collaboration for a video that I've planned out for this YouTube channel. This video is not about me, it's not just about Arsenal, but today's video is about all the fans around the world who have spent a lot of time and energy supporting their team, staying awake at ungodly hours, and still having the same energy from the minute one while the ball is kicked by their favorite team. I've asked them 3 simple questions today, and these are the responses to them.
My name is Aarush.
My name is Ramit.
Hi, I am Thaaabs and I am I'm a Chelsea fan.
The first question is, how long have you been supporting your team?
Well, I started watching football since the 98 World Cup. I used to watch a lot of Premier League on television. My friends back then were just supporting Man United, which is the trend, and it's jumping onto the bandwagon, to be honest.
So I started watching football in the year 2010, 2011, and I just randomly decided and woke up to start following Manchester United, and I followed them ever since, about 13, 14 years.
Die-hard Manchester United fan.
I guess I've been supporting my team since 2008 and 9 season. So it was the season, I guess, wherein we signed Arshavin, and as far as I remember, the best moment of that season was Arshavin scoring 4 goals against Liverpool.
Of course, Suchit has never called me to his channel. I don't know why.
So my team is Arsenal FC. I have been supporting them from the year 2007. I think for me it was just, love at first sight, watching Arsenal play football for the very first time, the typical Arsene Wenger style, the attacking football, the passing, the one-two touches, and it was just beautiful to watch, and I just fell in love.
So I've been a passionate Arsenal fan for over a decade now. What got me into viewing this side and just continuing to support this side was basically Arsene Wenger and the style of football that he had, and the bunch of exciting talents that he produced during his time at Arsenal.
2018 was when I finally went to university, and that's where I started watching football full time, so to speak. I needed to support a team which played interesting, attacking and direct football, and Liverpool really just caught my eye.
Supporting Man U when I was like around 5 or 6 years of age. I used to get along with my cousins. We used to watch a lot of football, and Man U had the best team at that time, like Ronaldo, Berbatov, Rooney, Tevez. All these players, they brought a good vibe and aura at the same time, and we used to enjoy watching them.
I have been supporting Manchester United ever since 2007. Ever since Ronaldo came into Manchester United. That was his Ballon d'Or season. So straight away fell in love with the team, the vibe, the trophies, the jersey. Everything was iconic that season. Yeah. Everything was so good.
I think it was, I was a casual watcher since like 2015, but right before lockdown, maybe 2018-17 was when I really started locking in. Peak Albazet days. The good times. Those were not the good times.
I have been a fan since the 2004-5 season, so we're coming up on 20 years. I do not remember the specific game it was that made me a fan, but I remember watching Henry play and was absolutely mesmerized. I had been watching football at that point for a few years, but wasn't really, I support this club or that club. And then that season, someone gifted me a Thierry Henry jersey, and the rest is history.
So as you can make out by the jersey I'm wearing, I'm an Arsenal supporter and I've been supporting Arsenal since 2015. The first time I watched Arsenal play, I just knew that this would be the team I would end up supporting. There's just this connect that, it just struck. The balance, the attraction, the feeling, it just struck.
I think when it comes to the dog end of the season, around March, April, May, when we face those Champions League knockout games and those relegation battling teams, those low blocks and mid blocks. I feel both Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard, they need support in either end of the pitch. A bit more defensive stability, a bit more attacking threat, and Bruno G brings that to the table. I feel he would fit in like a perfect player alongside these two players.
Okay, so if I'm being very delusional, I'd love to see us sign someone like Jamal Musiala. Great player, absolutely love him. He's so skillful on the ball, gives everything. So I'd love to see him in a United shirt someday. But if you're being realistic, I definitely would love to have Ugarte right now because we have some problems with our midfield. I wanted João Neves, for example, who went to PSG, but Ugarte works. Helps us in a lot of ways.
Definitely the player that I would pick would be Dortmund's Nico Schlotterbeck. I feel like Liverpool has a lot of options in every single position right now. With the fullbacks being stacked, the front line being stacked, and with the new signing, fingers crossed, Supermendy, the midfield will also be stacked. The only position that I see as a problem is the right centre-back position, and with Nico Schlotterbeck being a left-legged centre-back with a track record of being very risky with his plays, like Joel Matip used to be, I see it as a very, very good fit.
So I don't actually need to come to this channel and talk about Nico Williams again because I've been advocating that signing for quite a long now. If not him, I would say Rodrigo from Real Madrid, because he's just one of those superstar talents that I would like to get our hands on.
Ooh, which player would I like to sign for my club and why?
Victor.
If I could sign anybody, I would want Bellingham to come to United.
From Sporting. He is a very natural. He is a proper dribbler also and a proper finisher with his pace.
We don't have that special player that can make a difference, like a Nico Williams, some Chiesa or a Rafael Leao or like Rashford from Manchester United. These kind of players will bring something new to the team and make us more unpredictable and bring that kind of a power and pace that we are currently looking for.
Alexander Isak. He's just so Arsenal, or he seems it anyway. He's just so skillful. And dude, the eye test says he's Arsenal. I mean, he's like the closest thing I've seen to
Eduardo Camavinga from Real Madrid. The reason being, he's versatile. He can play as a left back, he can play as a CDM, he can play as a centre mid, particularly left centre mid, and that is the position that we need a lot of strengthening in, and that is the only weak link of our team. So I would like to strengthen that.
If I could sign any player for my team, it would be João Neves. He's a Portuguese defensive midfielder. Like United has been eyeing him for a long time. So especially we need a defensive midfielder right now. He has a good stamina, good tackling skills, and technical skills as well. So he was good at the Euros also. He played one game, but he was really good. So I would like to sign a defensive midfielder to help the team, both at the back end and in the midfield.
I want to make sure I pronounced his name correctly. Victor Gyökeres. I hope I got that correct. I think he's phenomenal. Very explosive. And I know he's played in Portugal, and the Premier League is a different league. But I think if you just look at the way that he progresses the ball, the way he runs at defenses, looking into his stats as well, he's really solid on a lot of fronts. He can head the ball. He's a great striker of the ball.
Is that a serious question?
As much as I hate to say it, I think it's going to be Arsenal. I don't want City to win it. They've done it enough. Just get away with them. And yeah, I mean, I want us to win it for sure, but it's going to be Arsenal.
And they kind of deserve it also. So, but they need to work on the tactics more. They need to be vigilant. They can't, lose any games like any games. They can't choke. If they choke, they are done for. So I really want Arsenal to win, and I want Man U to be in the top four. It's it's a bit complicated for them as well. So yeah, Man U should be in the top four, and I'm supporting Arsenal to win the Premier League this season, and City will also be a threat to them. So City, Liverpool, like Chelsea, all of them will be threats because everyone is having a good transfer window this time.
I might be biased, but I think it's going to be Liverpool. We've seen so much of slot ball in the preseason, and it has been insane. It's been so crazy. If you've been following the matches, you have probably realized that most of the Liverpool's weaknesses, which we saw last season, with the gaps being created for counterattacks, have now been covered with the double pivot that has come in under Arne Slot. And I feel like that is one change that is really going to take us places.
Of course, your heart would always see your team, and logically as well, it would make a lot of sense for Arsenal to finally win the Premier League and beat Man City to the trophy. But I also feel Liverpool would step up this season. For some reason, Arne Slot would bring in a lot more quality to their side, a lot more threat this season. So I think this would be a 3-horse race for a long time, like it was last season as well. So if we have to win, I feel we still need a bit more quality in the team. A number 8, like I mentioned, maybe another winger to support Saka. If we could fix those problems, I see no reason why we could not win the Premier League. We also may reach the finals of the Champions League. I feel we have the quality to do that. But I feel Man City's focus this season would be to get that second Champions League trophy. So we could really go in the distance and win the Premier League this season.
Of course, Arsenal. Without a striker, yes, I feel we still have the capabilities to win without a striker. But if we sign a proper number 9, then our chance of winning the Premier League will boost.
Learning from the past mistakes and past experiences, I think Arsenal are going to do it and are going to win the Premier League this season.
I don't like answering this question so early into the season because of the past experiences, of course, the previous 2 seasons where we just managed to lose the title by a couple of points. But I do think the third time is Arsenal's charm, and I feel that us addressing the left-hand side issues, us if we can get an attacking player, we've already had the past experiences in competing with Pep Guardiola's monstrous Manchester City side, so I do feel we can get it this time around. And nevertheless, I think it's going to be a very entertaining and exciting seasons, especially those clubs who are not part of the top 6. They could prove to give us a lot of surprises going into this season.
Deep down in my heart, I believe we were so close last season. It was a matter of inches, literally inches. One decision goes here or there, or one decision from a player goes here or there, and we won the league. So I think if we can get another striker, but even without the striker, I think Arsenal's gonna win the league. Come on, you Gunners!
In my humblest opinion, I think Arsenal will lift the Premier League this season, with City coming second because obviously City will always be there and thereabouts. And the team coming third for me is Aston Villa, and the team that will come fourth is Liverpool. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners!
Who do you think would win the Premier League this season? It's very tough. I think there are so many Manchester United.
That's it, guys. That's the video. Thank you so much for all the people who have put in the time and effort to make this video possible. I will link all their profiles in the description, so do check them out. In case you're not able to reach them out, do reach out to me. I will definitely link you up to them. A final message to all the people out there.
Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. Bye.
Till I see you guys again, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Peace.